Okay guys, so this is the part 2 of Dymond Flawless King Cid scandal. As you guys know, I made a video yesterday explaining the whole storyline of the situation of what happened. If you guys haven't seen that video, make sure you go and see that, okay? That will be part 1 and I'll put it in the card or the link in the description below. What happened after these videos started to get released would just leave you guys in more confusion and closer to our conclusion of what the hell's going on. And guys, make sure you watch the video to the end because I have something to show you which is very, very important. Anyway, let's get straight into the drama. So after the storyline, we have Dymond's dad told Dymond not to see Jason at all, but it looks like that she was still continuing to see Jason. This was around September, and then all of a sudden, Jason posted on his Instagram about being single.
For Jason's post, if you read, it says that he's single, as if we just broken up.
King's friend, Nate So Ugly, made the post about her cheating. If you want to know more about that, I actually already spoke about it, so I'm not going to touch base too much on that.
Although I wanted to separate my ways peacefully and behind the scenes.
How though? How are you gonna handle it peacefully under the scenes when you guys already confronted Jason and your dad told you not to see Jason? How were you gonna handle the situation? That's when Dymond's dad responded on YouTube.
I guess my dad has seen it and reacted immediately. By the time I saw it, I was at the recording studio, like in the booth. A few hours later, it was all over social media everywhere.
After his response, as you guys know, the "come do it to me" went viral all over the internet, and Nate So Ugly ended up making a little funny clip about it. He also went on IG Live to talk a little bit about the situation.
Now listen, everybody, y'all smart in here. There's like almost 3,000 of y'all. Y'all smart in here. If you abuse somebody, not only do you choke them, you them, you do all that stuff, right? When you abuse somebody, you do that, right? You give them a black eye, you give them all that type of stuff, right?
Jesus Christ.
If you go on this girl page right now, I kid you not, this man said he been abusing Dymond for since August 13, right?
This guy's a complete moron.
You're a moron. You are a moron.
If you go on this girl page, all she ever do was post, bro. You can look at her next. For someone that gets abused, you post every day.
When someone's abusing you, it doesn't mean you're gonna walk out of the house with cuts, bruises. Most of the time it's hidden, you know, and a lot of these girls hide it because they're embarrassed.
If my daughter is getting abused by another I would've whooped that ass. What you talking about, my daughter getting abused? I would not sit on the internet and try to address that shit. What is wrong with you, bro? Stop lying, bro. That's that lying shit that kills you, bro. Lying shit that kills you. I'm not trying to call your daughter a thought. I'm not trying to call your daughter a hoe. All I'm saying is your daughter cheated on my boy, bro. That's all it is, bro. Just admit the fact, bro. You don't have to say all this other stuff, bro. It's cool, bro. Your daughter cheated. Okay, we live life. We continue on. But don't go on the internet. It makes common sense. If your daughter is getting abused and you know about it, why are you not beating that nigga ass? Why are you not taking action? Why are you not going to the police, man? 911 is right there. It's on your phone, whoa.
This was his reasoning for not going to the police or even beating Jason.
Something clicked and said, you are a medical professional. I'm thinking like, okay, this is my daughter or whatever, but on top of that, I'm a medical professional and I've taken the Hippocratic Oath. Some of you might know what that is, but I took it twice for both of my doctorate degrees, people. I don't put my daughter's life, nor my life, nor Jason's life in danger, even though he's the perpetrator. Because you know what the Hippocratic Oath says? First, do no harm.
The Hippocratic Oath has changed over the years. Like, for example, they used to have to swear over the gods and goddesses, apparently, according to some of the research I've done. Now, saying that, it is not legally binding. It's just basically principles that a lot of physicians and doctors go by. And it seems to be his moral code and what he's really proud of. And that's why he's really talking about like education and all that jazz.
You know, through my years of, you know, both chiropractic and medical, that's a mental health issue that Jason is dealing with. It's a weakness.
but he himself actually broke the code, and I will talk about that later on in the video.
911 is right there. It's on your phone, whoa.
Again, I don't know how the law works, guys, so let me know in the comment section below. If their dad just go up and rock up to the police and say this, like, are they just gonna arrest him? Like, do you need solid proof in Miami? How does it work? Is it just, I can go to America and say, oh look, my boyfriend choked me, or my girlfriend choked him, and they'll arrest her with no evidence? Like, how does it work? Because in my head, I'm thinking it must be really hard to prove. Maybe that's why I didn't go to the cops at first. I don't know. He never gave a reason to why he didn't go to the police. He basically skimmed over why he didn't go in the police and spoke about how he protects his family and all that jazz. I was like, okay.
Guys, don't worry, because you know, from my experience, I'm a doctor. I know how to handle some of these things to not make it worse than what it needs to be.
And this was Dymond's reason of not going to the police or doing something else.
My dad's plan to resolve the situation safely, and when I say resolve, I mean separate my ways and go about my life and he go about his, was to have a meeting with his parents, and not just Jason's parents, but me there too, as well as Jason. So it would be my parents and Jason's parents. However, meanwhile, until the meeting, I had to play it along with Jason. I don't want to harm Jason at the same time because it's someone I care for. I never wanted, like, just because you put your hands on me, I wanted you to, like, get harmed or anything, like, ruin anything about you. I wanted to just my separate ways, peace. That's all I wanted.
Nate all of a sudden comes the expert of abuse and says,
Your daughter should have more than just choking marks. Your daughter should have a black eye, all these marks. Your daughter is light-skinned, fam. Light-skinned. Your daughter is light-skinned, not dark. Light-skinned. You should see that. And if your daughter is getting abused, if you go on her page right now, he says she's been getting abused since August 13, right? August 13. Check the video, because he did say that. If you go on her page, she's been posting ever since.
You put makeup on it as well. I have been putting makeup on it when I go out in public and stuff. Sometimes I forget, but most times I put makeup over it.
Pure facts. She's capped out, bro. She's capped out. This is what they do for clout, bro. No, you come to me.
Come do it to me.
No, you come to me.
Come do it to me.
Come do it to me.
Hey, Nate, I'm gonna tell you to shut up.
No, you shut up.
To shut up.
No, you shut up.
after that, they end up dropping all the videos exposing the whole situation between Dymond and Jason. Nate also posted a video of, from what it looks like, Dymond's car in his neighborhood. Why would their car be there?
Who is that? Don't tell me that's Dymond Flawless, man. What the fuck? Who is that? Don't tell me that's Dymond.
Dymond then posts this on her Instagram and she captions in her posts, "I handed the evidence to the police." This is when it gets a little bit wild. After that, Dymond's dad decides to jump on Instagram and act like a clown. Roll it.
Oh, this your girl King Cid, and I said, I'm back with my girlfriend, it's so ashy, and I said, I'm back with my girlfriend, it's so ashy. That's a mental health issue that Jason is dealing with. King Cid, honey, what do you want me to post today? I don't know, honey. I don't know, honey. But let me examine you. Come on. I'm a medical professional, and I've taken the Hippocratic Oath. Dymond's dad pulled up to my house today. He pulled up with some hygiene products. He had, like, I think something, I don't know, like lotion for my lips and, you know, bleach for my yellow teeth. And, you know, I was so scared I ran out the back door. What did Dymond dad say again? He said, "Come do it to me. Come do it to me." Oh my God, my bed chest. My bed chest. Oh my God, my Brillo chest. I got Brillo. You mean? Come do it to me. Come do it to me. I'm a doctor. I know how to handle some of these things to not make it worse than what it needs to be.
Have a blessed day. Okay, so this guy's meant to be a doctor and he's on Instagram after his daughter allegedly got choked and almost, you know, from the sounds of it, freaking died, and is clowning like that. King Cid and her girlfriend Nate So Ashley, known on social media as The Real Nate So Ugly, they coordinate their post. King Cid posted he was removing toxic from his life, and the real Nate So Ugly posted a picture of my daughter sitting next to her ex at Soldier Kid listening party that occurred the night before. Lies on Saturday 9/14/19 with no proof about my daughter on social media after she dumped King Cid for nearly choking her to death. Some of the evidence are detailed on my text messages between me, King Cid, and I will post them when I finish setting them up on my YouTube channel. I will provide more evidence of him stalking my daughter to our family trip to the Dominican Republic that was planned prior to him choking her. He showed up on the plane, so I had to coach her to play it off in order to get more evidence before taking him to the police, which we recently did. After I had provided him with the opportunity to resolve the situation with his parents behind the scenes. He first agreed. He texted me some lame excuse of how his parents doesn't get involved in his relationship to cover up with his abuse. Made the coordinate with his boyfriend, the Nate So Ugly, to attack her on social media. So I was left with no choice but to get involved on social media. Most people said they were me as dad. They would have resulted in violence as soon as they found out. As a doctor, especially with 2 doctor degrees, I act like a clown. I pledge to first do not harm. I have that as a civil duty to protect both sides first, which I have attempted. Now the evidence is with the police. The judge has set a hearing for Dymond and King Cid, aka as Queen Cid, to present their side with evidence. In the meantime, I will clown them and anyone who support them. They will not use the social media platform to continue with their abuse on women, period. I will use all means necessary to protect my family and any woman, girl, child, elderly men, although rare, who have been victims. I mean all means necessary. Stand against woman abusers.
Experience, I'm a doctor. I know how to handle some of these things.
Jason finally decides that he's going to make a video, and while he's doing this, he told everyone he needed a lot of likes, all this shit. So it's really weird that you are in a serious situation and you care more about hype, getting hype on the situation to garner more views and success.
This is what they do for clout, bruh.
It's just weird when someone's trying to prove their innocence. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Or it's because it's fake.
Oh my God! Oh,
anyway, Jason finally makes his video. I got the main bits and the main juices so you don't have to go through a whole hour of his long video. And let me tell you, a lot of it was like mental games, word games, speaking as if he was speaking to little kids. It was really annoying and very hard to watch, but I broke it down for you guys so you guys can understand the main bits anyway. Dymond's dad talks a little bit about abuse and how some people are too weak to help themselves. I'm not sure why he dived into this, if he was trying to prove a point, what he was doing talking about this, but Jason basically used this as his advantage and said,
if Dymond was too weak to help herself, but you knew all along I was abusing her, then why didn't you help her? Why did you keep me around? Why did you guys let me travel with you guys? How come you kept allowing her to come to my house? Remember, Dymond was helpless, not you.
Why did you let me travel? You said you weren't gonna travel and then you pulled up at the airport. And at the same time, Dymond and her dad are trying to organize this meeting with his parents so they can peacefully get him help, according to them. Jason then talks about how in relationships people argue, and then he mentions why his dad was letting her be around him even after the abuse, but it was typical. It sounded like word games to me.
Doesn't mean I don't treat her right. As a matter of fact, everyone knows that I treat her right. As a matter of fact, if I don't treat her right, then why is she still around me in the period of time? So really what you're saying is not adding up.
Really, nigga?
This sounds like word games to me because we already know the reason why she was around him.
So that was the plan. And honestly, I was like, I didn't know, like, I didn't really want to do that. I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know what was right. Okay, I guess we're gonna do that way. But the plan was for Jason to not know, to get suspicious that I told my dad. Because if he knew, you know. I don't know what would happen.
To play it cool, but there was that scenario afterwards, like the hairdresser incidents when she went over. In the next clip, it looks like Jason takes advantage of Dad's little slip up or what he was doing in his videos regarding the dates. When Dymond told her dad what happened.
I was actually with Dymond on August 14th in the morning at 10 a.m. So when did you get the chance to talk to her that day? As a matter of fact, let me show y'all that I was actually with her that day. Big, turn around real quick.
As you can see, Dymond has a bump on her stomach. This was during the fake pregnancy challenge she was doing. That wasn't the day she told her dad. She told her dad after that day, but because of what her dad said in the video.
It was a Wednesday, August 14th, roughly a month ago, that I was at work. This was like around 8:08 p.m. and Dymond texts me an address. It says address to studio. So I'm like, are you trying to send these texts to someone else? She's like, no. She says, are you coming to the studio? And I was like, tonight? So I just got on the phone, called her, and I said, Dymond, what's going on? And she told me about that she was going to record her music. That morning, she told me, Dad, I'm going to start rapping or whatever. Bruh. And I'm like, Dymond, you have no experience. She's like, you know, Daddy, I got this or whatever. So she wrote her rhyme. And then by nighttime, it was at 10:30, I believe, that we went to the studio. Now, this studio is through people that Jason knew.
Like I said in the last video, it was confusing because it made it sound like he went to her in the studio. And then later on, he went to her in the bedroom. But if you look at it, it's common sense. It's just a jump cut. I'm guessing he put it in to give you guys a timeline and a time frame of everything that happened. If you look, it was 8 p.m. on the text messages or whatever, and he mentioned that he went over there at night.
Nighttime, it was at 10:30, I believe, that we went to the studio.
So it was obviously the next day at her house when he went to see her, which Jason would have not been there because he was there on the 14th. Dymond also confirmed this because she said in her video it was the 16th she told her dad.
It was Friday, August the 16th, and before my dad had left for work, actually, you know, he came into my room because he normally like says bye, whatever.
So I think what he did in the video or whatever was just a mess up, and he didn't clearly state the date or whatever.
What happened that day?
So it was such a sharp pain. It was a sharp pain, right? So let me ask you a question. If it was such a sharp pain, if you were so angry at the situation, how come you seen me at the studio that same night? How come you let me go to the studio that same night around your daughter while you was there?
Obviously, that was the night before she actually told him. Now, because of that, Jason had his whole timeline messed up on the whole situation and kept on using that date as his advantage in the argument when really he was actually wrong. And either he's using that as his advantage to make himself look innocent, or he mistakenly translated what Dymond's dad was trying to put across in the video.
Anything before? If I did it 3 times, how come you didn't say anything before? I mean, 3 times is enough to notice, right? And like, you can't miss something that passes by you 3 times. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. If you miss something after it passes you 3 times, then you're probably blind.
The first 2 times didn't register to me like that. The reason why it didn't is because it was one-handed and it wasn't to the point where I couldn't breathe.
Jason then tries to point out that Dymond couldn't build a bond in the relationship with him because every time there was drama, she would go to his dad.
Leif? No, I just want to talk to you. You're still my girlfriend. We're not broken up. Even if we're not on good terms, we should be able to be together. You feel me? As a matter of fact, that goes back to what I was saying earlier about you telling your dad everything. I think that's why it was so bad to be around you when you was mad, because you never was able to really build a bond in our relationship.
Jason then takes Dymond's words and twists it as his advantage, or he just really thinks she means literally.
But in reality, I broke up with Jason on August 14th, the day he put his hands on me.
Y'all heard that, right? August 14th, right? Give me a second. So since you claim you broke up with me August 14th, let me go ahead and pull up one of our conversations. I texted you bae, you responded bae on August 18th, but we broke up August 14th. So why are you still calling me bae?
He knows if he watched her video, which he said he did, it took him 5 days to make this video. You'd think he would be a little bit more smarter. He would know that she said she was playing along and trying to get you in a meeting with her dad, and your parents so you can get help. I don't know why he's missing that. So is he manipulating you guys purposely and trying to brainwash you, but at the same time trying to say that Dymond's dad is brainwashing him? God damn, all of them could be brainwashing them at this point. But anyway, let's keep watching.
We haven't been good since like in LA. We weren't good since we landed. We weren't like, you know, it was just not working really.
Jason then mixed up the dates again on the situation, or purposely does this to mislead you guys so he can prove his point.
So now you're saying we wasn't good since LA, but I thought you said we wasn't good when I choked you. So now you gotta decide, which one is it? We weren't good from LA, or we weren't good when I choked you? Which one is it?
In her story, from what she's saying, the reason you choked her is because you guys had problems in LA and she didn't want to be with you. And when she said you didn't want to be with you, allegedly you choked her. Like, I feel like this guy is playing mental games with his fans. You guys feel me? Like, let me know in the comment section below. Like, you can't be that dumb.
But you didn't tell everyone that you pay someone $900 a semester for them to do your online classes. You didn't tell anyone that.
Damn! Where they do that at? He then finally talks about the choking situation.
I'm labeled as an abuser, right? For choking her. Then what is she labeled as for hitting me on camera?
At this point, I feel like he's just abusing that goddamn trumpet sound in his videos. Like, what is with that? Like, is it his dad in the back playing the trumpet? Like, what the hell? Where they do that at? Anyway, guys, I digress. He then shows this little video that honestly looks like a skit. He's smiling. It could be all fake, but let me know.
Please, stop.
Stop.
Oh my
Stop playing with me.
gosh.
Yo, stop playing with me, bruh.
After addressing everything else and flipping things, mixing things up, playing word games, he fails to address the messages that he sent himself. I know someone in the comments gonna be like, but he said physically with the question mark. But don't you think afterwards he will be like, but what do you mean physically? He wouldn't just say, nah. Why did he do that? You're trying to prove that you're innocent, right? But then why did you avoid these completely and just mix up and twist everything they said in their video from what it looks like? Anyway, after his videos aired, Dymond's dad was being, yet again, just really childish and problematic on Instagram.
This is your bag, Queen Cid.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. This is my bag. This is what dropping out of school will give you in raising money online with them fake t-shirts that you're selling. This is what 14 years of education and 2 doctor's degree will get you.
This is so weird. Like, he really tries to like demasculinize, I feel like, Jason. Remember how he called Jason a girl? Her dad also talks about the same situation, but instead he says that she called him a girl.
She's like, Daddy, he's such a girl.
But when Dymond says it, she never says anything about calling him a girl. And now all of a sudden he's, you know, referring to him as a female.
It's my neighborhood, okay? This is my neighborhood. I'm showing you. All private property, okay? You can't come here without a guest pass. Dymond canceled your guest pass on August 14th. I'm gonna show you the police. See right here? See right here? See? Okay, see how it goes? You see how it goes in my neighborhood? You step foot, boy, and everybody over here looking for you. The police and everybody can't come back to my neighborhood. You're not welcome. Come here, you don't go out. You and your punk friends, you don't go out, okay? See what I can do in my neighborhood? See? I'm making noise. That Gucci shirt that Dymond got you, the sweatshirt that you wear on every video, that $1,500 sweatshirt, give it back. Nah, we don't need it back. Actually, sell it. You know, those fake cheap t-shirts you're posting up with, and you wearing like a Gucci bag. You know what I'm talking about. You posting with your fake videos, your videos that you like iTuned out, and you guys can even do a real video. You guys have to go to the mall, and where else? In the parking lot. Why don't you post a video from your house? I'd like to see one. You think you're big shot on YouTube. You ain't no big shot. All you have on that page is trash. That's all you have. And all your supporters, they all trash. Everybody who supported you, they're trash just like you. I own all the streets in my community, and if you show up in my community without a guest pass, your ass is grass. Dymond canceled your guest pass August 14th when you choked her.
August the 14th. Yo. August the 14th. If that's the case, how did Jason come back in to the town? How did Jason come back in your little town if the 14th you cancelled it?
My community is patrolled by the police. You and your rats stay off of my property. That means the entire community. I catch any of you rats in my community, self-defense. Come do it to me! Come do it to me!
Then there's a video of Dymond's dad driving back in their neighborhood, and they're like chasing him with poles or sticks or something. I'm like, what the hell? What? This man's so crazy. You just told him to get off your neighborhood and now you're going into theirs? The fuck?
You know, all this that's been going down and all the things that's been saying and said about me and allegations and lies, like I said I was pushing forward. I'm moving forward. I'm not going to discuss this topic no more. And I told my story, the truth of what's going on behind the scenes between me and Jason, and you want to put lies on my name and you want to make up to make me look bad and put down my name that I've like literally worked so hard for. I'm not going to sit around and let that happen. The same way you're not going to let that happen, I'm not going to let that happen, because the truth is out and that's what you're going to say, and you're not going to own up to what you've done. You're not going to own up to what you did. No, dog, ain't nobody got time to lie about, oh, he did this to me. No, I'm not sitting here accusing nobody. I'm telling what happened. The marks on my neck did not just come out of nowhere, dog. And the fact that these dirty, nasty people want to sit here and send death threats to my little brother, my 11-year-old brother, that's just not going to slide with me. It's not. This world is cold as hell. As hell. These shits, those are not, these marks and lines that still are here to this day, dog. It don't just come out of nowhere, dog. I'm 18 years old, y'all. I'm my own woman. I'm grown. I built my name, and you trying to play with my name, dog? That's just lethal. You know, people will do anything they can do to destroy you. Anything they can do to destroy you, especially when they hate you. They hate that they can't have what they want. They hate that. But I'm not gonna sit here and let you do what you do and get away with this about you not putting your hands on me, dog. Ain't nobody got time to sit here and make up a false story and have lines on their neck, freaking marks on their neck that they've been had for a month, that still had to put a smile on their face. I held in all this just so I could get my peace peacefully and not ruin. I never had no type of intentions to ruin no nigga's name. Nobody's name, dog. Nobody. You want to come out here and say she a hoe, she a cheater, have your friends talk all me, knowing damn well we not good, knowing damn well we not together, dog. That, you know, I don't owe you shit. After you put your hands on me, I don't owe you respect, nothing. We's not, like, that's it. You don't put your hands on a woman, you don't. And I'm not gonna sit here and just sit here and rant and talk about it. Yes, I said I'm pushing forward, I'm moving forward, but all this hate, the emails and stuff, the text messages, the hate, it's just nasty, because, bro, me and him both know the truth, dog. And this is what you get for trying to try to play safe with the situation. This is what you get for having a good heart. That is what you get. People with a good heart get treated the worst. Cold-hearted people do cold-hearted and they get away with it, dog. Hell no. That's dirty, dog. That's dirty. You don't put your hands on no woman, dog. I don't care what you going through. I don't care.
So on his Instagram, he was posting receipts and screenshots, and one of the screenshots he showed was not in the video at all. I think Diana is Dymond's mom. She said, Jason, you have 10 minutes to leave the house and do not come back. I'm on my way home. You're not welcome in the house. You got a lot of effing nerve to come to my house. Leave in 10 minutes or I'm calling the cops. You're messing with the wrong bee. So September the 4th, she tells him to leave the house and not come back, right? But how did he get into the house if his card thing got cancelled?
Willingly was on Friday, September 6th, and we had filmed a taking my hair, my wig out video. Ever since it happened for the past month now.
Let me know in the comment section below where this video was filmed. Was it in Jason's house, a Airbnb? Because again, she's with him alone. Like, what the hell? I'm super confused. It's not her house. It doesn't look like her house. Yo. I'm gonna have to put all this together because this is confusing as F and come up with my conclusion for part 3, guys. That's right, leaving you on the cliffhanger. Where they do that at? But looking at the votes, you guys don't want me to continue this series, so I don't know, personally, I would love to call these guys out, especially if this is all fake. Someone needs to call them out for all the fake-ish, so, I don't know, maybe if you prove to me that you really want to see a part 3, give me more than just 200 comments. Yes, I see 6,000 of y'all voting, but y'all can't leave a damn comment. Give me some more likes. I don't know, just prove to me that you want to see it, okay? And I might make a conclusion and explain everything with all the contradictions and everything on the situation. So far, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in another drama video.